שיר למעלות אשא עיניי אל ההרים מאין יבוא עזרי מעם.
ברשות מוריי ורבותיי, I would like to wish you a good day. Today, as you know, we approach Shavuot, few days before Shavuot. And you know, Shavuot was given, Hashem gave us the Torah Yom Shabbat, on Shabbat. And of course, the Shabbat is so important. The question is, what it is special on Shabbat? Why Hashem give us Shabbat? Once a week, we have to rest. We have to rest spiritually, physically. When I said we have to rest spiritually, that means, like the Ben Ish Chai said, the Torah, we cannot respect it, study the Torah as we want during the week because we are busy, because we have to work. And without work, we cannot live. Hashem created the world to work. Even Rabbeinu HaKadosh said that a Torah without work is no good. Can you imagine if you study Torah all day and you have no job, nobody supports you? How are you going to live? What about the Shlom Bayit? So at the end you will leave the Torah. No, you have to work and you have to study Torah. Now, if Baruch Hashem, you have enough money that your children can study Torah and you support them, do it. Like today, there is Kolel, there is Avrech, they study Torah and the parents support them. Yes, okay. But if you can't, you have to work. You have to find a job. The Gemara tells us a lot of big rabbis that they were big rabbis and they work. The Rambam was a doctor. The Or HaChaim HaKadosh was a jeweler, used to make jewelry. A lot of tzaddikim. The Talmud is full of tzaddikim that they used to work. Without parnasa is no good. So your wife, she will tell you, this is the Torah that you study. You study Torah. What about the work? The Torah said, "Ve'im b'chokotay telechu, ve'et mitzvotay tishmeru v'atziktem otam, ve'natati gishmechem be'itam." The Torah said, when you study Torah, I give you good parnasa. But to have good parnasa, you have to work your land to grow wheat, plant trees to give you fruit. I mean, it's normal. I mean, it's so normal. So, because that people have no time during the week to work, to study Torah, so Hashem give them Shabbat. At least Shabbat you can study Torah, but Shabbat you have to rest. But my question is, why the whole day of Shabbat? Why? Why Shabbat? Why not Sunday, Monday, Tuesday? Why Hashem choose Shabbat? Why Hashem focus on the 7 after 6 days? When the 7th day come, it's Shabbat. Shabbat from the word Shevet. Shevet, sit, stay home, not do nothing. And the Torah said that anyone who respects Shabbat, Hashem will give him the baracha for all the week. HaKadosh will bless his work. כי היא מקור הברכה מראש מקדם נסוכה. The main bracha come from Shabbat when you respect it. Before Hashem created the world, already Hashem has in mind Shabbat. And there is a special bracha on Shabbat, that on Shabbat there is something incredible, a satisfaction, a pleasure for those who respect it. I tell you for me, I'm all week, I'm busy, but Shabbat it's something special for me. I feel what I don't feel during the whole week. Usually people are tired on Shabbat and they go to sleep. On Shabbat I'm not tired. I like to study Torah. It gives me a lot of pleasure. It's incredible. You know that Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, after 13 years that he was in the grot, in the Me'ara, and when he came out from the Me'ara on Friday. And a voice from the Shamayim came and he told him, go to your father-in-law, Rabbi Pinchas ben Yair. That means the first day that Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, since he went out from the Me'ara, it was before Shabbat. Why? Because Hashem wanted to give him the pleasure of Shabbat. Because Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, when he was in the grot, when he was in the Me'ara, he studied Torah there without nothing, without food, without clothes, without nothing. He was living there with miracles. Like the Jewish people, they were in the desert during 40 years and they needed nothing. So Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, he was in the Me'ara during 13 years, he needed nothing. And of course, after 13 years of holiness, disconnected from this world, to find himself in the week, it could be dangerous for him. He would not accept it. So Hashem did that when he came out before Shabbat, so he can feel Shabbat. Because the pleasure of Shabbat, it's like Gan Eden. Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai was in Gan Eden during 13 years in this world, hiding himself. And now he's out to see this outside of the world. He could accept it. So Hashem gave him that as soon as he walked out, they told him, you have to go to your father-in-law. And his father-in-law, he heard the same voice, your son is going to come to spend Shabbat with you. Why? Because his father-in-law was a big tzaddik, Rabbi Pinchas ben Yair. So at least with him, he would feel comfortable. With him, with Shabbat, he would feel like he was in Gan Eden when he was in the grot, in the Me'ara. Till he gets used to this world. The Gemara said, when Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai came out from the grave, he saw people working. He couldn't accept it. He punished them. That was after 12 years that he was hidden in the Me'ara. And then a voice from the sky came, hey, Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, did you come? Did you come out to burn the world? Get back to the Me'ara, stay there 1 year, till you get used that you are not in Gan Eden, you are not in paradise, you are in this world. In this world, people have to work. You have to accept. You cannot ignore the fact that you have to accept. So Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai came out. After he went back to the Me'ara for 1 year. Then when he came out, and he saw people working, and Rabbi Elazar punished them, and Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, he blessed them to be well. So on one hand, Rabbi Elazar, he punished, those people who work because he couldn't accept it, who was very extremist. But Rabbi Shimon, at the end, he told Rabbi Elazar, oh, you have to stop. We are in a world that people work and study Torah. Not because you've been for 13 years in the growth, so you've been disconnected from this world. Now you have to understand that we live in a world that we have to get married, we have to work, and that's it. And don't forget, today it's Friday, tonight is Shabbat. So now please let people work in. Don't disturb them, and don't burn them, and don't punish them. So the Tzantz Rebbe, Alav Shalom, he asked a question. He said, what happened exactly to Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai that he changed his way of life? Before, last year, when he came out from the growth, he punished people that work, physical work, and now he changed his mind after 1 year. And the Tzantz Rebbe answered, he said, finally, Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai realized that the most important is, when you see somebody doing bad things, not to punish him. Open his eyes to do teshuvah. Open his eyes. Be nice to him. What you win if you punish somebody who smokes Shabbat, if you punish somebody who works Shabbat, if you punish somebody who do a Avera? You are not God. You are not Hashem. But you show him the way. Maybe he doesn't know. So why you punish him? That's the way Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai become after 1 year that he was there. He realized that there is two kinds of burning. You burn somebody, you kill him, or you burn somebody with the fire of the Torah. You give him the light of the Torah to understand. My friend, that is the reason why Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, he told his son, Rabbi Elazar, you have to do like me. The Gemara said that at the end, before they arrived to the house of Rabbi Pinchas ben Yair, they saw a Jew with a 2 bouquets of flowers. You know, flowers, 2. And that Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai asked him, he said, hey, why are you running? What do you have in your hand? He said, well, in a few hours there is Shabbat. And the Shabbat, we have to respect Shabbat. So these flowers is to decorate my house, lichvod, for the honor of Shabbat. So Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai told him, why you have two bouquets of flowers? Why not only 1? He said, well, 2 is for Shamor veZachor. Zachor veShamor. Because on Shabbat, we have to remember it's Shabbat, and then you have to keep Shabbat. I mean, all week we work. And on Shabbat, we might forget that it's not Shabbat. I mean, that's why on Shabbat, we decorate the house. That's why on Shabbat, there is a smell of food, a special food on Shabbat. Why? To remember that it's Shabbat. I mean, it's like you have always to put a sign that it's Shabbat, because I remember, today, Baruch Hashem, I don't do it, but I remember before, when my children were babies, I used to put signs on the electricity on and off, that I used to put scotch, so that even if the children want to switch it off, they cannot. Why? Because they are children. Maybe they forgot it's Shabbat. So at least that's the way I teach them. Always on Shabbat, we have to do a special thing to remember that it's Shabbat. Because all week we do everything. On Shabbat, we may forget. So, Shamor, to respect Shabbat, you need Zachor. You have to remember it's Shabbat. That's why we do special things on Shabbat to remember it's Shabbat. Till we are really on Shabbat. Always the beginning, we may forget. So that's why he said there's 2 bouquets. This color of bouquet, it's to remember it's Shabbat. And this is, you have to respect Shabbat. Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, he was so proud, he was so happy. He told his son, you see my son, it's worth it that we came out from the grot just to listen to this. Look, Jewish people, how much they love God, how much they love Hashem. They want to respect Shabbat, but there is forgiveness. So they will not forgive. There is forgottenness, excuse me, so that they will not forget. So he has a bucket to remember him each Shabbat and one Lechbot Shabbat. So it's worth it that we came out just to listen to this before Shabbat. So you understand, my friend, that was really Ahavat Israel from Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. And I remember last year, when I was in Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, I promise you, I never felt what I felt last year, 2 years ago, when my friend Alex and Sebastian, they took me to Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. I went with them there, and the day of the Hilula. I was impressed. For me, it was like I was in Beit HaMikdash. For me, it was like I was in the Kotel Ma'aravi. For me, it was like the Kohen Gadol was there on Yom Kippur. Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai was there. I felt it. I saw all kinds of Jews. I saw Hasidim. I saw religious people, non-religious people. I saw all kinds of people. I saw black people. I saw Ethiopian. I saw white people. I saw Japanese. I saw Chinese. I saw all kinds of faces. I was impressed. I saw everything. I saw women on one side, men on one side, with a respect. Usually, always there is frictions between religious and non-religious, and there they all dance. They are happy. You know why? That was the way of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. The way of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai is to approach people to Hashem, to appreciate Hashem. And the souvenir that we have from Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, it's this famous story about Shabbat. That means that Shabbat is something special. Why HaKadosh Baruch Hu give us Shabbat? Because Shabbat, it's a day that Hashem wants you to rest. Now I would like to tell you a beautiful story that I was reading in the book Sevivot. It was a big tzaddik, Rabbi Yosef Chaim Zondfeld, Alav Shalom, the chief rabbi of Jerusalem about 100 years ago. One day his wife, she was not well. She was not well. It was on Shabbat. So he went to see a doctor. And there was a doctor, Dr. Schwartz. He knocked at the door. It was 2 o'clock at the night. And that time, there was no electricity. So Rabbi Yosef Chaim Zonfled, Alav Shalom, he arrived, he knocked at the door, and the doctor woke up, and there was no electricity in the house. So he had a candle, a petrol candle, in his hand. Yes, Rabbi. The rabbi, when he saw that the doctor has the candle in his hand, he was not happy, but he thought that it's not the time now to talk to him about profaning Shabbat. So he told him, do me a favor, doctor, my wife, she's not well. If you can come to see her, she's very, she complained with her stomach. The doctor took some medicine. He went with him. He arrived home, and he checked the rabbanit. He gave her some medicine. He stayed there few minutes. Then they went. And Rabbi Zofled Alav Shalom, it's he was a big tzaddik. He went with the doctor to take him home. The doctor told him, Rabbi, you don't need to come with me. No, doctor, it's not kavod. No, you did me a big favor. I have to go with you. Okay. They have been walking. So the rabbi asked the doctor, tell me in the body what it is the most important part in the body that is very important. The head, the hand, the foot, the legs, the fingers. And the doctor said, well, it's the head. The head. So the rabbi started to talk. There is the hands, there is the fingers, there is the foot, there is the body. All the body they are connected to the head. And whatever the head do, the rest of the body must respect. I mean, all the body is working hard, the head is working, the heart is working, the foot is working, and who directs them is the head. So, the head, because he's the boss, the Rosh, the head. So, when it comes to eat, it's the head who decides to eat. When it comes to talk, it's the mouth who decides to talk. All the body have no right to do nothing. So the question is, why? Why the head? He has he is more taking advantage of all the body. Why? Because all the body, without the direction that the head gives to the body cannot function. It's the brain who tells the hand move. It's the brain. They are like slaves to the head. It's the head the most important. If the head is no good, the body is no good. If the head stops, the body stops. So the rabbi said, my friend, Shabbat, it's the head. Yes, it's the Shabbat who gives the bracha to the whole body to work during the week. It's Shabbat. Because of Shabbat, of course, all week we work, the body work, but who give the blessing and the permission and the bracha to all what you do during the week is the head. Who is the head? Is Shabbat. So Shabbat, it's the day that gives to the man some spiritual, to be spiritual, to be connected, to get the pleasure. So today people are afraid if they don't work on Shabbat, what's going to happen? Shabbat is the head. I mean, if Hashem told you to respect Shabbat, he has a reason. We saw experience. All people who respect Shabbat, they are happy. They have everything. They rest. Do we need to be billionaire? We're going to take them with us? No. So, why to profane Shabbat? And the doctor did a big teshuvah for that. He said, Rabbi, I understand your message. You're right. Shabbat mikol haberacha. The source of the blessing is Shabbat. And that's why Hashem gave us Shabbat. Hashem didn't give us Shabbat to lose money or to be weak. Hashem gave us Shabbat because Hashem wants us to rest. Because by resting on Shabbat, disconnected from the outside of the world, we connect ourselves to Hashem. We believe, yes, Hashem, He created the world in 6 days, and He rested. And He told us to rest, so I rest. That proves you how much you believe on Hashem. We see always the number 7, very holy. We see that Hashem, He give us 7 weeks to count to receive the Torah. We see that Hashem give us 6 years to work, and the 7th year is the Shemitah. Shemitah, that you are not allowed to work your land. If you respect that year, Hashem will give you 3 times what the lands give you as money. Can you imagine that? You must have a big emunah and faith in Hashem. Respect Shemitah. The Shemitah you can do it only in Israel, not outside Israel. You see as well, there is 7 skies. And the sky 7 is the holiest of the holies. There is 7 kinds of earth. There is 7 stars with the earth. Shiv'a kuch velechet. Always we see the number 7. We see a woman that she's nida, she must respect the nida 7 days. And after 7 days, when she's clean, after she check herself, she can go to the mikveh. Always we see this number 7, it's a special, everything go circle around the 7, the number 7. Because the number 7, always will remind you Shabbat. Whatever you do, always it will remind you Shabbat. And the number of 7 is Zayin. Aleph, Bet, Gimel, Dalet, He, Vav, Zayin. Zayin is from the word weapon, Kli Zayin. Weapon. The weapon with what you fight, the weapon. That means that the Shabbat is the weapon of that Shabbat will fight for you to have everything you need. And the number Zayin is from Mezonot, food. The Shabbat will give you food for all week. But why? Because Shabbat is the head, is the Rosh. When Hashem created the world, the Torah said Bereshit. Bereshit, if you see Bereshit, you will find on Bereshit, that means the beginning, you will find the word Shabbat in Bereshit. You will find Shabbat. And you will find in Bereshit Rosh. Shabbat and Rosh. That means Shabbat is the Rosh. Before Hashem created the world, already in the mind of Hashem, it was the Rosh of all this week is Shabbat. So you might ask me, why Hashem? He didn't do that the first day of the creation, it will be Shabbat. No. Because the first day that Hashem started to create the world, is working. It's Sunday. It's Yom Rishon. No. Hashem, He wants, in Rishon, there is there Rosh. Rishon is the Rosh, is the head of the whole week, but Shabbat is the Rosh of the Rosh. Shabbat is the head of the head. It's like the king of the kings. Can you imagine that? And this is, my friend, David HaMelech alav Shalom. He felt that he was punished. Because David HaMelech alav Shalom, when he asked Hashem, when am I going to die? Hashem told him, you're going to die on Shabbat. And he felt that he was punished. He said to Hashem, please, I want to die on Friday. Hashem told him, no. Why? Because I don't want to take one day of your life. Because one day of your Torah, it's worth for me. I will not take one day from your life. Okay, so give me a day on Sunday. So at least, I don't want to die on Shabbat. Hashem told him, no. If you die on Sunday, that means you will take one more day from your king, for your son Shlomo. Because Shlomo HaMelech, as soon you die on Friday, on Shabbat, he becomes the king. So I cannot take from his kingdom even few hours. So you have to die Shabbat. You know what there was? Shavuot. David HaMelech, he died on Shavuot, on Shabbat. You know how he died? He was studying Torah on Shabbat. So the angels of death, he couldn't touch him. He couldn't touch him. Because when you study the Torah protects you. And then what he did, the angels of death, he started to blow air, a lot of air from his mouth. So the trees were moving, and David HaMelech stopped and was looking. At that moment that he stopped from learning Torah, he died. But the question, why he didn't want to die on Shabbat? You know why? Because David HaMelech, he knew that the Torah of Shabbat, the pleasure of Shabbat, is like a lotto. It is nothing to compare. It's the Rosh. The pleasure that he has on Shabbat, it was not to compare. So he said to Hashem, please Hashem, I don't want to die on Shabbat. I prefer to lose one day and I die on Friday, that day on Shabbat, in the middle of the pleasure of Shabbos, you will take me from this world. No, Hashem, please, don't do that to me. Or give me to live all Shabbat, take me on Sunday. So for David HaMelech, it was a punishment to die on Shabbat. It was a punishment to die on Shabbat. But Hashem told him, don't worry, you're going to die on Shabbat, and you will get the same reward that like if you've been living the whole Shabbat. Because when Hashem see somebody want to do something, and he can do it, HaKadosh Baruch Hu consider like he did it. My friend, this is Shabbat. Now we understand what a lot of things go round, they turn around the number 7. The number 7 to remind us always there is Shabbat. For a Jew, not to forget, there is Shabbat. And this is, my friend, something that way the Torah a lot of times repeats, respect Shabbat, respect Shabbat, respect Shabbat, because the whole was created only for Shabbat. Why Hashem, He give us Shabbat? So Hashem, He wants us to taste a little bit of Olam Haba, of paradise. Hashem, He wants us to taste something. By tasting this, we'll think, wow, if that's what I taste during the week, on Shabbat, so what it is Shabbat over there? Because after 120 years over there, it's all the time it's Shabbat, 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 Shabbat. But Hashem wants to give us an idea what it is, Olam Haba, what it is the paradise, the pleasure of the paradise. Hashem bless you, and Hashem give you bracha v'atzlacha. Be'ezat Hashem, we're soon approaching Shavuot. Shavuot is a special day. It's like Shabbat, Shavuot. Shavuot, if you see the word Shavuot, there is Shabbat on Shavuot. Sheva Shabbatot. Sheva Shavuot. 7 weeks. And Shavuot, you have there the word Shabbat. That means that HaKadosh Baruch Hu give us the Torah on Shabbat, so that we can taste the pleasure of the Torah, the pleasure of the blessing of all weeks, only from Shabbat. Hashem bless you. Take care.
אדוני ישמורך מכל רע, ישמור את נפשך, אדוני ישמור צאתך ובואך מעתה